Well, hello there. I'm Dr. Brian McKay, not just a chiropractor, Stanford, Darien, Norwalk, New Canaan. And today we're going to talk about how can you improve brain health. Well, I think the first thing you should do is if you do not exercise, it's a great time to start. And you have to think of exercise as a reward, not a punishment. What happens when we exercise is you're going to drive more oxygen to your brain. You'll be sleeping better. Your body operates more efficiently. It's the easiest thing to do and start doing on a regular basis. Even if you just start out with walking, you want to work up to high intensity training, but go slowly because it's really difficult to go from not exercising to start to exercise and have it be successful. The other thing we got to concentrate on too is breaking away from the standard American diet. I mean, diet is processed foods, high in bad fats, too much sugar, too much white flour. You start tapering down those things and you'll start to see a difference. And I think that's a good way to start as a way to start with your brain health. All right, so another chance to restore some of that brain health or gain the lost brain health that you may have had. You ever think about studying? I mean, the brain is basically neuroplastic, which means it can grow. People usually think that all your brain cells die as you go. Listen, they're not working as well, but when you start to learn, say, a new instrument, a new topic, a new hobby, a new sport, these are ways to really stimulate the brain. And the brain cells can grow again. They don't stop growing. Maybe a little bit, they don't grow as efficient as they did when you were younger. But when you continue to expand your mind, you will stay a lot sharper. And it's just another thing you may have to think about doing if you want to keep a healthy brain. Now, the next thing we'll start talking about is we'll start talking about different supplements for the brain. All right, fish oils. Yes, fish oils are a form of fat. It's a good fat. Your brain needs a certain amount of fat. So if somebody calls you a fathead, take it as a compliment. What I have here in my hand is a fish oil that I use myself. It's from a company called Standard Process. Uh, it's problem I see with supplements, especially fish oils, is consistent quality. So you have to know the brand and trust the brand, and that's a very hard thing to do because listen, vitamins can be very inexpensive if you go to Costco, Walmart, but are they a quality vitamin? And it's a lot of times vitamins just go right out of your system. I think it's really important, and a fish oil is essential to brain health, and you need to have a good functioning brain with a certain amount of fat. All right, so just think about that. Now, the other thing we're going to touch on soon is the B vitamin. All right, the one thing you never get an argument about is if the B vitamins help boost brain function. Bs are essential, primarily B6, B9, and B12. They all help boost your brain function. And what they happen is they kind of minimize sugar damage to the nerve cell and also help tame inflammation by reducing what's called homocysteine. Homocysteine is a marker for inflammation in the body. And obviously, if you have an inflamed body, you can have an inflamed brain. So the thing here is the B vitamins are also recommended for people with depression and better memory recall. So you really can't lose with B vitamin. And B vitamins are not as picayune as fish oils. They're more abundant, and you can pretty much again find somebody who's quality and a brand you can trust. B vitamins are essential. I do use again Standard Process for my B vitamins. I'm looking for them right now. Here somewhere. It's called Cataplex G. So you got to get your B vitamins in there. Highly recommend it. The next thing we're going to talk about is called Huperzine A. Very important. All right, this little jar right here, not crazy expensive. This is Huperzine A, and it's kind of a newcomer for brain health, but it is an awfully powerful addition. Now, the crazy thing here is this is about 10 grams in here, and it's almost 600 servings. So you're talking about it's a powder. It doesn't have any taste. You put a little bit in your juice, or what I would also what we'll be talking about soon is green tea. Copious amounts of green tea with the polyphenols, very, very important for brain health. So we'll go into that in a couple minutes now. But huperzine A, it helps. What neurotransmitters are very important for good communication. The more healthy and more robust the exchange between neurotransmitters and the hormones is important. So what this huperzine A does is it helps your body produce more acetylcholine, and that is a very, very important thing. It's a supplement. You're not, chances are, if you go to your medical doctor and ask what huperzine A is, he's not going to know. But brain health is the new frontier, and they should know about it. So you now know about it, and this is helpful in balancing out your whole nervous system. Acetylcholine is important for the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the balance between parasympathetic is your day-to-day stuff. It runs your every function in your body, basically. Your breathing, your respiration, heart rate, digesting your food, urination. The parasympathetic system runs constantly. The problem occurs is when the sympathetic system overtakes it. You want the balance where parasympathetic dominance is where you want to spend your time in. So a tiny little bit of this every single day is not going to hurt you. Almost 600 servings. It costs about $40, and it's called a nutraceutical. Okay, and the company's called Nootropics, Nootropics. If you look up Nootropics online, you should be able to get some of this. Highly, highly recommend it. It's a very easy supplement to take. Doesn't take long. Go for it. Well, here we are about green tea. All right. Green tea is low in calories. Get rid of your sugary drinks. It's got some caffeine in it, not a whole heck of a lot. So it's probably not going to keep you up at night. It has this powerful amino acid called L-theanine, which has been shown to reduce stress and anxiety. If that doesn't make your brain a little bit healthier, I don't know what does. But here's the thing: is there's too many benefits to drinking green tea. I would personally drink about 3 to 4 of these a day. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. Very easy. Just pop 2 tea bags in a glass jar. You don't want the plastic. Next day, you got yourself some green tea. Highly, highly recommend it. And it's so easy to do. It's very inexpensive. Here's one you probably have not heard of before. Vinpocetine. And one of the benefits for your brain is it's been shown to help with like mini strokes, cerebrovascular disorders, and dementia. So if you're concerned about enhanced brain metabolism and brain function, vinpocetine. Small, harmless, easy to take. Add it to your routine. There's some things you really got to trust me on. Vinpocetine is something that helps lower your blood pressure. Among other things, high blood pressure will cause you to have strokes or cerebrovascular incidents. This is what you want to be trying out. The next one we're going to go over is phosphatidylserine. Stay close to your screen. We're going to learn some more. All right, phosphatidylserine helps prevent memory loss and mental decline. So what happens is some of the studies, and I can't cite the study, but you guys trust me on this one. People scored higher on short-term memory, mood, and concentration tests when they were on phosphatidylserine. Easy thing to take. It's no side effects. You need to be taking some phosphatidylserine if you're concerned about brain health. And hopefully you've woken up a little bit today about what's out there that you're not going to hear. You should hear about it. I mean, phosphatidylserine, you should have heard about it already. But things like vinpocetine, huperzine A, these are really important, very important supplements. And we're going to go over a couple more, and we'll call it a day. All right, ginkgo biloba, wrapping up our rather long video on brain health today. Ginkgo biloba is something that has been around for thousands of years. Got its start Korea, China, Japan. A lot of it's grown in the United States now, and it's pretty well tolerated, so it doesn't really have adverse effects. But, actually, if you really want to get a lot of it, you can do IV treatments with it, but it helps as an antioxidant of the brain and improves blood flow. So we have more blood flow, better brain. I'm Dr. Brian McKay at Core Health in Darien, and I hope you've learned some stuff here today about supplements for the brain. Now, as a chiropractor, I don't really work on brains, but then again, nobody's really working on brains these days, and there really is no particular medication out there that's really changing brains. A lot of it comes down to you, yourself, and your loved ones, and how you want to take care of yourself. You want to spend the rest of your life in a wheelchair drooling on yourself because you got advanced Alzheimer's. Well, there's no safe bet that this is going to stop it, but it's almost like, like if you're a smoker, you're always better off not smoking than to continue to smoke. Well, in this case here, start to take better care of yourself. Exercise, work on changing your diet, take some supplements, get outside, learn more, do more, and then you're going to give yourself a fighting chance of, staving off age-related dementia and cognitive decline. Core Health Darien is located 551 Post Road. If you got any questions, give us a call, 203-656-3636. I look forward to helping you. If you got any questions, shoot us a call, 656-3636. And if you got a back problem, neck problem, brain problem, maybe we can help. All right, thanks for listening. I hope you learned a lot. Have a great day.